Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Camilla and I make travel videos here on YouTube. And today next to me I have my sister with me.
Hey, my name is Charlotte.
And we currently spent 1 month in the Philippines and I uploaded 4 YouTube videos so far from the Philippines. And I received a lot of questions from you guys. Like some of the comments were like 400, 500 questions in the comments.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do my best to answer all of them, but I figured I should just make this video and do a recap of all the questions and share with you guys like some of our experiences, some of the questions, and yeah, hopefully this will be helpful for you guys. One small little detail, we're not in the Philippines right now. Right now, she's visiting me from Norway. We're in my apartment here in New York and it's actually snowing outside. And yeah, we're just sitting here going through all the footage and all the questions and drinking hot chocolate. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So question number 1, a lot of you guys were asking, where do we start, where to travel, like what island? It's 7,000 islands in the Philippines, so it's a little hard and confusing. But yeah, basically, where do we start?
So we started landing in Manila, and we highly recommend you to at least spend some days there.
Yeah.
Because it was really amazing, and then you get a little bit of the picture of the whole thing and like the capital and stuff. So yeah, start in Manila, and from there it's easily to get El Nido planes and trains and boats even to all of the other islands.
Yeah, so yeah, start in Manila and then make your way out from there.
Yeah.
Regarding what island you should visit, we can't talk too much about that because we actually just visited Cebu Island, Palawan Island, and Bantayan Island. Yeah, Bantayan. I think that's how you pronounce it, Bantayan Island. Let us know in the comments below if we're saying it correctly.
It's hard to say.
But we do highly suggest at least Palawan and El Nido.
Yeah, at least.
The reason why we love El Nido was because, yeah, they had so many activities. You could do boat tours, and they had a lot of good food, also vegan food, and there you can do zip lining, you can...
It was a lot of nice beaches,
yeah.
And you had like the quiet, like it was so quiet.
Yeah, it wasn't many tourists when we were there.
Yeah.
And you can drive around on your scooter a lot in El Nido. There, it was pretty easy to drive on the scooter there. Okay, so one thing a lot of people is asking about is transport. And first of all, how did we get around on a scooter? Do you have a license? Second of all, the buses and the planes. But regarding the scooter, you have an international license, right?
Yeah, that I can have for 3 years, and then I have to like renew it. I would recommend, if it's possible, to bring it, because if you talk to the police or something, it's just like really good to show them that, because then they don't give you like that much shit, because they can see that you have all the papers, kind of. It's just like a small license with like with their language, kind of.
Another way you can get around is the buses. There are 2 different buses usually. They're both local, but usually one have AC and the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
And the one that doesn't is really not in bad condition, but it's just...
You have to kind of hang out the window to survive.
We saw people do that. So yeah, we would recommend the aircon bus. It's usually just a few extra dollars, and the only thing you have to be careful about or be aware about is that they drive insanely fast.
I don't care, like you almost have to like jump out of the bus.
Yeah.
When you're stopping somewhere, you have to be like really prepared.
Yeah, like we were like checking Google Maps to see if we were close to our location, and then we would be like, get all our stuff, and then you forgot your backpack.
Yeah, of course.
The third one is planes. That's super easy. The only thing that we had a lot of luggage because we've been traveling for so long, so it was starting to get more heavy, so we would have to pay overweight every time. So then it wasn't that beneficial for us. We have 14 kilo overweight. So yeah, we have to pay 5,000 baht. That sucks, but it's the only thing we can do. So a lot of times that's why we took buses or we took ferries.
I would recommend the local buses because it was like
it was
cool.
Convenient.
And
a lot more than the van. The van was super uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you didn't like see stuff the same way.
A lot of people ask what type of vaccines we needed, and that varies from what country you're from when you go to the Philippines. You had been to Bali, Indonesia before.
Yeah, so I didn't need to take any new ones, but before I went to Asia the first time, I had to take a lot of vaccines. So
Do you remember which one?
especially the
Hepatitis.
yeah, hepatitis, and 2 or 3 more vaccines. You can easily just go online, and in every place they have like which vaccine you need.
I can try to write it here, so you can, so we can see which ones you need.
Yeah.
But since I live in New York and I had not been to Asia before, I had to take hepatitis A and hepatitis B, and that actually takes half a year to take, and it's 3 injections. And I had to take the typhoid vaccine. Okay, so the really important one is rabies vaccine, because there are monkeys everywhere, not in the Philippines, but in Indonesia, in Thailand. This is a little scary because in Thailand, the monkeys literally bit a bunch of people there, and you don't want to get rabies in Thailand.
And also like dogs.
Yeah, there's so many stray dogs.
Yeah.
If they bite you and you get rabies, that's not good. Then you need to go to the hospital immediately.
Real quick.
And a lot of hospitals actually don't have the rabies vaccine. So a lot of times they have to fly you somewhere else. So be really careful and make sure you check out all the vaccines. And from our doctor, I don't know about you, but from our doctor, they actually sent with us antibiotics just in case something would happen and we didn't have a hospital nearby. So yeah, we took that. Okay, so a lot of you are probably planning a trip to the Philippines if you're watching this video. If not, you're just curious, that's fine too. But a lot of our friends and people in the comments were asking how much money did we actually spend in 1 month in the Philippines, and the answer is we only spent around $1,000 for everything, like accommodations, buses, trips, plane tickets,
everything. But we did like a lot of research to like find all those places to live and the plane tickets. You have to use a little bit of time or else it will be like really expensive.
We were finding a lot of our tickets on Skyscanner. I mean, $1,000 may sound a lot to some of you and it may sound like nothing to some of you, but you can get it a lot cheaper. Like you can stay in a lot cheaper hostels, but we had a lot of expensive equipment with us, like the drone, the camera, tripod, computers, and we needed internet.
And we choose to live a little bit more expensive because of like the internet and the safety and stuff.
In Cebu, we wanted a kitchen because we wanted to make a lot of the food at home.
Yeah.
Mostly because they didn't have that many vegan or regular food options where we were staying in Mactan City.
But also it's like really nice to have like the small kitchen. You can make like some of the lunches and breakfast.
And you save a lot of money.
Yeah, and you don't need to go out eat every meal every day because you get really tired of that. Especially if you're like traveling for months as we did.
Our Airbnbs will also be linked below, and the hostels we stayed at. In my last video linked above, you can check out how much it costs to eat in the Philippines. It's literally just a food guide that explains where to eat, how much things cost, like for lunch, dinner, smoothie, basically everything. And then in the video before that, you can see how much we paid for all the boat tours, how much it costs to rent a scooter.
Yeah. Some of them.
A lot of you are asking if it's safe in the Philippines, and I would say it's totally safe. Like, you didn't feel unsafe in any situation, right?
No, not actually. Like, I feel safe 99% of the time.
Yeah.
As you can see in one of the video, I lost my backpack and I just jumped on a scooter to like a random Filipino and that went fine. They're so helpful and all the time they're like super nice and trying to like help you. We were traveling like a lot during the night and taking like local buses, being like stranded on the ferry. That was a little bit scary, but everything went fine.
Yeah, like we were traveling at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and nothing bad ever happened.
No.
As you can see in this footage right here, you see that we're traveling on a ferry in the middle of the night because we missed one of the buses. But yeah, this ferry was just with the locals. I don't think there are any women on this ferry, but it was a little scary, but nothing bad happened. And when we came to the remote island, when we came to Bantayan Island, it was just very nice people that came there to help us take the luggage and take us to our hotel. So yeah, everything worked out. But don't be naive.
Yeah, that's like super important. Just don't be stupid.
Exactly. And that's like for every country.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another question a lot of you guys were asking, what kind of phone service we were using. And we were using Globe, but didn't we also have Smart on one of the phones?
I had Smart and you had the Globe because you had that one.
Yeah, so this is basically a Wi-Fi pocket. So it's supposed to give you Wi-Fi wherever you go. I have to say it did not work 100% of the time.
Smart worked best out on the island, but where we had good connection, it was Globe that was like
Globe was always giving us the best connection when they had connection.
Yeah, and then Smart gave us like lower connection, but they had it almost everywhere.
Yeah. So. Next question, a lot of you guys were asking what kind of equipment we were using when we were shooting everything. Right now we're currently shooting on a DSLR camera from Canon. It's a Rebel T6i. It's not super new or super expensive or anything, but it has a flip out screen, so it's really good for vlogging, and I have a wide angle lens on it and a microphone. And then we actually did a lot of shooting on my phone. We were just using a gimbal. We had the drone for like 2 weeks. So the thing with the DJI Spark is that it's Wi-Fi connected, so it went out too far and it lost signal and we dropped it in the ocean. Yes. And then some guy at the beach ran out and got it for us. We got the memory card back, so that's really nice. The other equipment we were using a lot is this one. It's called a dome, and it's basically you put a GoPro camera inside here, and then you can have like the water surface here, so you get to see underwater and over water at the same time. Yeah. And then I have one other vlogging camera, the Canon G7 Mark II. That's just like a little compact camera like this that we bring everywhere. And then the GoPro is the GoPro 6. Yeah. And again, it's not the newest or nothing, but it worked perfectly. And we got good underwater footage, and yeah. Another question was, you guys asked if it's illegal to fly the drone. You have to research that yourself, but nobody told us anything. Like when we were in Thailand, we got yelled at a lot from flying the drone.
That it was super strict in Thailand, and you have to see the maps where you actually can fly it, or
But in the Philippines, everyone was just so happy. Like I can show you here, like you see how happy all the kids are, and all the locals were just super happy.
They were just curious about everything, so they want to like join, want to see what it was going to, and so they were just happy about it.
Yeah. Another really, really important question is, first of all, it's not a question, it's just a statement. Get health insurance before you go to the Philippines. A lot of people will get food poisoning because the water in the sink, and a lot of it is very, like the pipes are very old and it's nothing.
They don't have any system for cleaning away the bacteria and stuff. So.
And we didn't know this, so we were brushing our, like we never drink the water from the sink, we always get bottled water. But we did brush our teeth, and that's when we both got like stomach virus, but then you got actually food poisoning from eating meat on a pizza. Yeah. And then what happened?
That was like the worst thing ever. I was just laying on the floor completely finished. I was like crying, everything was so bad. And we were like, how the hell like do they even have a hospital or a doctor here?
We were in El Nido at this time.
Yeah. Camilla had to like run out, try to find a doctor, and somebody was like, yeah, we can find somebody. And
at this time we were staying in a hostel called Spin Hostel, and they were actually very accommodating and drove us to the hospital, and it was not a hospital.
That was like a cabin. Like that was insane. I have so many pictures of it.
Yeah, we'll show you some pictures here.
Yeah, sorry for the details, guys, but I was like puking a lot, and they just poured the puke out in the sink, where the same place as they made the coffee, because that was the kitchen. Insane experience.
And the bathroom was like a lot of places in the Philippines, they don't have toilet seat, and they don't have anything to flush. You just basically have the toilet, and then you have a bucket with water that you just like throw into.
Place the water into the hole or whatever.
When you puke and you have stomach problem, you don't want to be in that bathroom.
I have never felt that like humiliated kind of. Like I was so helpless. I couldn't do anything. And I asked him, I was like, do you have
morphine?
Morphine? And he was like, I have some local stuff. I'm like, sure. I take it. Like, I don't care at this point. I take it. I don't care whatever happens. Nothing can be worse.
But the people were very nice.
Yeah, he was really
the
good.
nicest doctor ever. He was like cuddling with her, like
yeah, he
her,
was
like,
really
okay?
yeah, he was really trying, and he knew kind of. He was just a little bit helpless as well because he didn't have anything to help me with.
Exactly.
So yeah, he was really good. But the whole experience, yeah, it was a good story to tell, and we can laugh about it now.
We'll insert a picture of the bill here.
Yeah.
So you see, I think it was around $200.
Yeah, it was not much at all. Not at all.
People were asking what to bring if they go to the Philippines.
Oh yeah, what to bring?
What would you say people need to bring?
Especially a power bank.
Yeah, power bank is really important.
Just because you never know, like, when the next time you have like some.
I can link my power bank below here. Also, actually, sunscreen. A lot of places. A lot of places have bleach in the sunscreen, so yeah, we actually brought our sunscreen from New York, so we had that.
And then maybe some seasoning.
Yeah, some seasoning.
I know it sounds stupid, but just take like your favorite seasoning.
Yeah, because then you can put it on the rice and all the simple food you get. I mean, there's stores everywhere. You can get whatever you need. So,
what surprised you the most with the Philippines?
It was a lot of like just good experiences when we came there, but like a lot of people have said we shouldn't go there just because it wasn't safe and there's no internet and a lot of these like scary stories. But when we got there, one thing, like, it was a bit overwhelming landing in Manila and Cebu just because it was so much city life. And we thought we were gonna land in the Philippines and it would be palm trees everywhere and beaches everywhere because that's what you've seen on Instagram and YouTube thumbnails. And so we were just very confused. We're like, we're in Cebu, but there's no palm trees here. But we were actually in Cebu City, in Mactan City. You just have to remember, there is some traveling when you go to the Philippines. You have to go through a lot of buses, or you have to take a plane for an hour to get to these more remote places or nice beaches.
You should have like a good plan, like really look at the map.
Yeah, and see where the beaches are if that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
But to go back to the question, what surprised? Oh, bless you. But what surprised me the most, I would just say the people. Like, we traveled to probably almost 30 countries, and the people of the Philippines are honestly the most genuine, nice, and helpful people we ever met. Like, they just want to help you so much in every situation. And I feel like that's kind of what, I don't want to say it surprised me, but that was a pleasant surprise.
So I want to ask you what you didn't like about the Philippines, because we were only talking so good about it.
Yeah, we have shown like some bad experiences also to be like authentic to you guys. You see how it actually is. Like, we don't want to romanticize this whole traveling in Asia, but actually the part I didn't like too much is the food in the Philippines, just because it's a very meat-based country and they don't grow a lot of their own vegetables, and they don't import that much vegetables either. So being a vegan in Philippines in some places was a little hard, and they don't have that many vegan options. But El Nido actually had a lot, but I wouldn't call it a bad experience, but it was just a little unfortunate when we were in Cebu, and the grocery stores didn't have any vegetables. So yeah, that was a little sad, but we survived.
Yeah, it was like overall like good.
Yeah. The last question we wanted to touch on was, is it safe for two girls to travel? We talked about safety, and yes, for two girls traveling, I didn't feel any, as we said, we never felt not safe.
Since we're two girls, we probably get a little bit more attention.
A little bit.
Than two guys traveling, or like a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, two guys have more freedom as well. Like, they can do
they can do more, because a lot of people are like paying more attention to us. You feel that people are like looking at you.
Yeah.
So you feel that you can do all the same, but that's nothing about safety. That's just like how it is being two girls traveling.
Last thing we really recommend you guys to do is to talk with the locals. Like, if you're on a scooter or if you're just walking around for a hike or whatever, they're the friendliest people ever, and they really want to talk to you.
Just try to talk to them. Like, go up to them and be friendly, and just be like...
Just be humble.
Yeah, when you're going up to them, and
Oh, we're sitting here at the airport in Puerto Princesa with our new friends. Hello.
Philippines we love.
Right? I love it. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, you're always welcome here.
And should people visit the Philippines?
Yeah,
You
It's
wanna,
more fun.
You wanna? It is.
yeah,
I
you
hear.
must come.
Okay, so I'll tell everyone to come to the Philippines. Yay! Okay guys, yeah, I do think that's it for now. Okay, so the camera actually died 2 times. We had to recharge it if the light looks different. The camera is almost dying again. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. You do recommend going to the Philippines, right?
Of course.
It is more fun in the Philippines.
It is.
But yeah, if you enjoy this whole Philippine travel series, let me know in the comments below. I usually answer all the comments and I would love to talk to you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and please remember, do subscribe. The button is right there, and press the bell, press the bell, press the like, press all of it, press whatever you want. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.